Before we begin our show, I want to introduce you to our special guest tonight, Duey Saxton.
You know what this man did? He kept sending me texts, saying things like, "You are a champion," or "Dewey will have, I believe in you," or "Who is going to stop you?" All kinds of great things. Do you know I have probably a year full, if not more, of this gentleman's text? This man, through God's help, literally kept me from giving up this TV series, whether they knew it or not. Giving up my blog, giving up YouTube, giving everything up. But I've been down, so far down, feels like I could have dug to the other side of the earth. But I tell you, every day, I turn on my phone or I look at it. Sure enough, I get a text from Dewey. And if it were not for that text, I'm not sure I'm here. He's a superhero. He may not look like Superman. He is Superman, but he's a real Superman. Mr. Duey Saxton! Superman is in the house! He's in the studio, and you get to talk to the real, live and in person Superman. Dewey?
Yes, sir.
Your text kept me breathing mentally 1,000 times. So I have to tell you something. I'm not over-exaggerating. It's almost hard to put words in it. I met you through Toastmasters. I never thought you would be that important. And you know what? I don't give a rat's claw if you like it or not. Spiritually, man, you are my brother. You're stuck with a crazy comb-over dude like me, but you'll be all right. But I love you, and I mean that. But this man not only sends me texts like that, but he's helping people who have been down and out. He's helping people who've been marginalized. He is helping people in ways that can only be described as super heroic. And yes, full disclosure, he's successful in his business and he's earning a good living. And he's not working a 9-to-5, time-killing, freedom-stealing slave or servant's job. The man's doing all right. And he's going to do better. And I'll tell you the reason why Dewey's always going to do well. He has the right mindset. Ladies and gentlemen, this man has the right mindset. And one day, this man that you see before you, I wouldn't be surprised if he becomes a billionaire. In fact, I expect that he'll have about $200 or $300 million in his life. We're going to ask this gentleman some questions. But we're going to give our very, very, very special guest a little bit of a job. You have a call.
Hello? Your name is Dewey, right?
Yes,
Yep.
ma'am. How you doing, Diane?
I'm doing fine. What kind of things do you do?
Oh boy, does he do a lot.
What kind of things do I do?
Yeah, what's your
Yeah.
careers?
I'm a servant. I serve people.
You say you're a servant. Can you explain to Annette and Mike, what do you mean?
Yes, absolutely.
They're over there.
Absolutely.
I love you, baby. Hey, they're over there. I'm over here.
Well, first and foremost, I just want to thank you guys for having me.
Oh, you're welcome.
Just to be asked to be
It's an
here.
honor.
It's an honor and a privilege. And
I
I thank
appreciate
you. And I
it. Well,
appreciate
you helped
your
me,
time.
so-
I appreciate you guys having me on the show. When I say I'm a servant, it stems from I am big on personal development.
Right.
And if you listen to Jim Rohn is one of those people that impacted a lot of people worldwide.
yeah.
He says, service to many leads to greatness.
He says what?
Service to many leads to greatness.
Service to many leads to greatness.
So if you want to be
That's
great,
true.
you have to figure out how you can
That's true.
serve people.
Okay.
If you want to be greater than you are right now, you have to figure out how you can serve more people.
Amen to that.
So I strive, one of my aspirations is to be one of the greatest. That means I have to serve a lot of people.
Amen.
So that's what I mean when I say I'm a servant. Because I aspire to serve people.
Okay.
Like, what do you do that causes you to travel through like different states and what?
And around the globe.
Yeah, what you do.
Well, I'm somebody that loves to travel. I've always loved to travel, and equally I like to make money. So I figured out a way just to see the world. My goal of mine is to see everywhere. You know, in schools they teach us about this place, they teach us about that place, but I think it's better to learn by actually going there. So traveling for me is education, educating myself. So it's always been a goal to travel around the world. So I'm just doing it. I'm just going everywhere I can, and I've found a way to do it affordably and also earn income while I do it. So I found a way to marry traveling with earning money.
So what do you do with a room full of people? How are you actually, like, say there's 13 people in this room here, how are you actually serving them? What are you doing to make their lives better, or whatever you're doing? What is it that you're actually doing?
Sorry about that.
Well, it depends on the room. I wear a lot of hats.
Okay,
If you Google me, you'll find that I do some motivational speaking.
okay,
I empower entrepreneurs.
okay.
I teach people how to build a business. I teach people how to create networks.
Wow,
I help people to communicate.
cool.
So it depends on the crowd.
Okay,
But
okay.
my biggest thing, my favorite thing to do is to empower people to believe in themselves. Because here's the thing. When we were babies growing up, we were limitless. We could do anything. If you ask a young child right now under the age of 10, what are you going to be? He's going to say, Mr. Mike, I'm going to be president. I'm going to be an astronaut. I'm going to be a lawyer. I'm going to be a movie star. As he gets older and life gets in the way, if you will, he starts lowering those dreams. He starts settling and say, okay, I'm going to get me a good job. I'm going to make sure I can pay my bills. See, I'm the guy that tells you that, listen, you're supposed to dream. I'm the guy that tells you that, listen, dreams come true if you first believe that they will. I'm the guy that tells you you're here for a purpose. I'm the person that says God gave you your dreams to you for you to fulfill them. It's like a magnet. Your dreams are reaching out to you just like how you're reaching out to your dreams. So I'm the guy that tells you believe in you and go after what you came here to get, and you will receive it.
Now, Ned, what are your thoughts on Mr. Saxton, on Dewey? I know what my thoughts are. What are your thoughts?
I think you're a godsend,
Thank you.
and I appreciate that you lift up my boyfriend every day,
Yeah, he
and
does.
you inspire him to keep going. And when he was down and out, you were there to pick him back up.
I want to tell you how wonderful this guy is. I've already done that, but just to illustrate, he has been in Japan and other places, and he would send me a WhatsApp through that. I actually got the WhatsApp just so I could communicate with him. So this is from June 27th. This is something that Dewey put in here. It says, beautiful things happen when you distance yourself from negativity. People are either positive or negative. People either inspire you or drain you. People push you toward your goals or they pull you away from your goals. There are no in-betweens. Choose your people wisely. Just what I just read. Do you realize the advice and how important that wisdom is? Don't hang around people that are negative. Don't let them tear your heart away. Dewey says these things. Dewey took the time, I want you to really grasp this, out of his trips around the globe. To not just do this for me, but his whole team. So I have to say this, I don't know if his team's ever going to see this, but if you do, and you're not alert to the fact that this man is a superhero, he don't even need to worry about wearing a cape because he's just doing. He makes Superman go wet his pants. Watch out, Hulk. Hey, Aquaman, go back in the water. Hey, forget about it. Dewey has a company he's involved with that's earning him a good amount of money. And he's one of their leaders. I'm very proud to be associated with him. The company that he has makes traveling very economical. What you want is you really want to meet this man.